Trash Talk Tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2Y banana seal.
You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
Ruggles struggles with a case of the Shanks. Patrick and Russ shared the screen, and only one was a star. NFC least goes NFC beast. But I'm still sad. It's bowl season, and it's also time for those funny named college football games. Yeah, you know, the ones that bring all the different kinds of fun, like a dippin' tubby, a Cheez-It bath, and trips to exotic places like the Bahamas or Mobile, Alabama. Now, we're sorry, and you may have missed us for Christmas, but it's a new year, and we're here to cure. That's right, we're back, baby. It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. And I am...
New Year.
Happy New Year. I am fantasy football champion, Riley Puddin' Peters. On the other side, my partner in crime, defensive backs quality control coach at Louisiana Tech University, and Dr. Preston Rowe. What up, man?
Not much, man. I'm recording on my phone tonight because my laptop tried to murder me.
Hey, man, new year, new murder schemes.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
TTT gets a little bit more popular. It might be an assassination attempt next time.
No. The laptop, so I'm pretty sure it's trying to give birth to the Antichrist.
Ooh. Hey, man, anything to stop us from being glorious.
Oh.
So, I guess, first and foremost, I want to give myself my flowers, and I want to show everyone this little bit right here of me taking over and winning my fantasy football Super Bowl right there.
You're a league of illiterates, of football illiterates.
Hey, this is the only time that the fantasy football team will walk into glory. This is it.
I'm in a league full of football coaches, like legit football coaches.
Hey, and guess what? You suck too.
What?
Listen, man. You know what? At the end of the day, all that matters is I won. So,
Okay.
I guess
Well,
the real lesson, the real moral of this story is get better, scrub. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Also, like I said in the opening, right now, you know, all this time around the holidays, well, it's beginning to look a lot like bowl season. Football of all kinds. That's right. It is one of my favorite times of the year. Bowl season. And the TTT, you know, we could not miss this opportunity to talk about some of the most exciting games in football, like Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl. That was played by Miami, Ohio, and University of Alabama, Birmingham, which UAB won 24-20. Played in Nassau, Bahamas. Honestly, I don't know how you feel about that, but just the fact that it was played in Nassau, Bahamas, gotta say, that's like a solid 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I wish I could go to that bowl game. That'd be pretty fucking dope.
I mean, it makes you aspire to be a mid-major football coach so you can hit a bowl like that. Also, makes me question why one of the really good ones isn't there, right? Like that should be you should have to work hard to earn the fucking Bahamas Bowl. That's a fucking treat. Miami of Ohio, you know what? They kind of earned it. They live in fucking Ohio, so you know, they kind of earned the Bahamas. So how you just off of the feeling, how you ranking that one out of 5?
I get a solid 3.
All
It's
right.
pretty low. It's a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Between two teams that not the general public of college football don't really typically care about. So I'd rank it at 3.
Honestly, you know what? I agree with the 3. That's a yeah. So this one was half lit.
Okay.
All right. So then the next one is the Duluth Trading Cure Bowl. Ah, yes. We will one day make that the Trash Talk Tailgate Cure Bowl. If we
Yes.
have fucking anything to say about it.
Mhm.
This one was played by the University of Texas, San Antonio. They played Troy. Fucking 12-18. Troy winning
Yeah.
there. That's just a fucking hard game to watch. God damn.
Yeah.
That's just like
Yeah.
fuck.
I mean, I'm happy with that outcome because UTSA, I applied for a job there. I was a finalist there. They wound up not going with me, obviously. So it's not the worst thing to see them lose like that.
Yeah, I should have picked Dr. Preston. Would have cured their bowl.
Exactly.
Well,
All their calamities.
Well, it was also in Orlando, so maybe they went and saw the Magic Mouse while they're out there.
More on that later.
All right, so what do you think about that one? I'm gonna give that a solid 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1.
I think we go 2 here. This one was torched. Honestly, I'm only giving it the 2 because of Duluth Trading. I love Duluth Trading Company. Their jeans are amazing.
Okay.
Shouts. So, third, we got the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, which is so weird. That's so weird. Wasabi? Of anything to fucking sponsor the Fenway Bowl in Boston, Massachusetts. So that was Louisville versus Cincinnati. Louisville winning 24-7. Cincinnati not looking Strickle without Fickle.
I mean, if you watch Louisville this year, like they were very inconsistent. They weren't, I don't think, a very good team. So, I think that says more about Cincinnati than it does Louisville. I mean, wasn't a very good game between not two very good teams.
Yeah. Honestly, between, not that good of a game and the fact that it was in Boston, I'm going to have to give that one a 2.
I'll give it a 2.
All right. That one is also torched. So, now we have the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That was Jackson State versus North Carolina Central. North Carolina Central getting the win in this one.
Yep.
The final score was 41-34, by the way. Sorry. So NC Central beats Deion Sanders in his farewell game from Jackson State, leaving everyone in the Jackson State community just utterly unsatisfied.
Yeah, that was a great game. I don't know how many people actually watched that game, but the tight end dropped a wide open flat pass that would have tied that game, and it was a great game. So I definitely give that a 5.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I saw some highlights. Definitely a high score. Honestly, also the freaking hilarious fact that Deion Sanders talked all this shit about going to Colorado for bigger and better things and then lost his last game at fucking Jackson State. I just can't help but fucking love. So that one also is a 5 for me. So this one's full green hit, perfect stamp of approval.
Okay.
The next one is the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl, baby. Yeah, nothing quite as exciting as SRS Distribution Bowl, baby. This was Florida versus Oregon State. Oregon State getting the win 30-3. Yes, they are prepping for the arrival of DJ Uiagalelei the only way appropriate, which is ending their season with a lot of high hopes just so he can really disappoint them.
Okay. No, that game. I mean, I'm really happy for Oregon State, but that game was a 1. It was a complete wipeout. But I'm happy for the Beavers, though.
I'm always happy to get a little Beaver. Yeah, I'm with that. That one's fully cashed. All right. Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, presented by Stifel.
Yeah.
Washington State versus Fresno State. Fresno State pulling out the win, 29-6.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one that's like a 2. It's
Yeah,
only a 2 because it's in SoFi.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll give it a 2.
That one's torched, baby. Torched.
Yep.
The Lending Tree Bowl. This one's in Mobile, Alabama. One of the most exotic locations you can imagine for these kids to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Rice versus Southern Miss. Southern Miss pulling out the 38-24 win. That's like a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 as well.
Half lit, baby. All right, we're starting to pick up here. We're going to Albuquerque, New Mexico, University Stadium.
Exotic.
For the New Mexico Bowl. This one was SMU versus BYU. Yes, the Methodists versus the Mormons. And the Mormons edged it out 24-23. Well, because of course they've been edging their whole lives as coming is immoral to them. But with that being said, 24-23, that's a 4.
That is a 4.
Whatever happened there was probably pretty fun. I didn't watch it. But, yeah. So, that one's a lightly cornered game. Oh, okay. Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas. Frisco, Texas, of course, home of Optic Gaming. Check in, tune in, fuck yourselves. Bing bong. This one was North Texas versus Boise State. What?
I said it's also where the FCS National Championship game is held every year, so that's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Frisco, the Toyota Stadium. Sorry, this one was North Texas versus Boise State.
Yep.
Boise State edged this one out 35-32.
Yeah.
Got to give this one a 4 as well.
Yeah, I agree. A 4. Solid 4.
Lightly cornered, baby. All right, we got the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Marshall versus UConn. Marshall pulling out a 28-14 win. Sounds like a 3 to me all around.
I'll give it a 4 just because I know some people at Marshall and I know how hard it is to win there.
Actually, you know what? I know someone at Marshall too. I'll take that 4, and that one's lightly cornered.
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches that are at Marshall. It's very hard to win there, so I'm gonna give that a 4.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl, baby. Played on the blue turf. Eastern Michigan versus San Jose State. Eastern Michigan pulling out a 41-27 win. That sounds like a 3 to me.
It was a 3, yeah.
And it's only a 3 because it's on the blue turf. And just because of that, it's half lit. All right. Roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl.
Yep.
That was Liberty versus Toledo. Toledo.
I give it a 5. Just because Liberty lost.
Honestly, I give it a 4 because Liberty lost, and it's not the only reason it's not a 5 is because Liberty was in the game in the first place. But let's just say this one's a greens. That's a 5 game. 21-19, Liberty losing, Boca Raton, Florida. Sounds like the next game is R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. In the Caesar Superdome, Western Kentucky versus South Alabama. Western Kentucky pulling out the 44-23 win.
Yep.
That's a 3.
I'd also say that's a 3. Again, it's very hard to win at Western Kentucky. I know some people there, so
Good to see him doing it.
yeah.
That's a half-lit game right there.
It's also in New Orleans.
Yeah, it is in New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans.
Dude, how many bowl games were there?
There is a lot.
Oh my god. Shit. We're about halfway done.
We're about halfway done.
We were at the New Orleans Bowl.
We're at the fucking Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, actually. Baylor versus Air Force. Air Force won 30-15.
I give that a 5. Once again, because the best head coach I've ever been around, Coach Jackson at Kentucky State, he is now the assistant head coach at Air Force, and I love seeing him do well because he 100% deserves it. He gave me my first opportunity to be a football coach, so I give that a 5.
Hey, man, I'm always down for a 5 for an academy school pulling out a big win against a regular people school.
Yep.
So, that's a fucking full green hit, baby. Fly, Air Force, fly. Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Louisiana versus Houston. Houston winning 23-16. That sounds like a 3.
For me, it's a 5 just because fuck Louisiana.
Hey, fucking give it to him, baby. Let's meet in the middle and make this one a lightly cornered 4.
I like that. Sounds good.
Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Wake Forest versus Missouri. Wake Forest winning 27-17. That's a 3.
I give that a 4. Just because
of
Eli
Missouri losing
was talking so much shit before that bowl game, and then they go out and lose to Wake Forest.
Hey, man, they demoned their deacons, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's half lit.
I mean, I have my own feelings about Eli Drinkwitz. I don't think he has any class whatsoever. So
he's fucking classless.
What?
He's fucking classless.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I agree. That's just how I feel. We played him week 1. They beat us. Okay, yeah, you were supposed to beat us. Didn't say anything good about us. Just completely ignored us. I don't like Eli Drinkwitz.
So next is the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. That was Middle Tennessee versus San Diego State. Middle Tennessee squeaking it out 25-23.
I'll give that a 4.
That sounds like a 4 to me. Lightly cornered. Stamp it. The Quick Lane Bowl. This one's in Detroit.
Oof.
New Mexico State 24, Bowling Green 19. That's a 2 just because it's in Detroit.
Just think about that, dude. If you are Bowling Green, which is in Kentucky, you make it to a bowl game.
In the big city of Detroit.
And you have to go to Detroit. Like, that's just so depressing. Again, I'll give that a 3. Just because. It was a good game, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Half lit it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Camellia, whatever the fuck bowl. Georgia Southern versus Buffalo. Buffalo squeaking out a 23-21 win. That was probably a 3, even though it's a close game.
I'll give it a 3.
That's a half lit game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Serve Pro First Responders Bowl. Wee woo, wee woo. Memphis versus Utah State. Memphis winning 38-10. That's a 2.
That is not a 2. That is a 5. And it's a 5 because I think you're seeing a trend here. I know 2 people. Actually, I know 3 people in that Memphis program, including the head coach. I have a very good relationship with him. So anytime Memphis does well, I'm always happy for them.
All
So
right.
that is
I'll meet you at 4, and this one's lightly cornered. Ticket Smarter Birmingham Bowl,
the
Birmingham,
fuck.
Alabama.
Make it smarter.
I don't
What the
know.
fuck? Make it smarter.
It's something that's big enough to get a fucking bowl. Coastal Carolina versus East Carolina. East Carolina winning 53-29. Holy
That's a
dicks.
that's a 2.
Should have just called that the Carolina Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 2. That's fucking torched. Just like the Chanticleers. Torched. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Wisconsin versus Oklahoma State. Wisconsin winning 24-17.
I'll give that a 4.
Yeah, I'm with it. Lightly cornered. That's a 4. Military Bowl presented by Peraton. Fucking this one's at Navy Stadium. UCF versus Duke. Duke winning 30-13. I mean,
That's probably a 3.
yeah, I was gonna say 3. Once again, shout out to the military. What's up, guys? AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Kansas, Arkansas. Oh my God. Yeah, this game was 55-53 win for Arkansas over regular Kansas.
That's a 5.
That's a fucking 5. That game was actually awesome. I watched it.
Yeah.
Also, I went to AutoZone today, so
Yep.
that's a fucking 5.
Yep.
That's a dimer, bud. That's a full green hit. All right. Then we have the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Say that one 20 times fast. Oregon versus North Carolina. Oregon winning 28-27.
I watched this game. That game was awesome. It's a 5.
Yeah, that was a 5 as well.
It was back and forth, dude. It was awesome.
All right. Now it's time for the Tax Act Texas Bowl. NRG Stadium in Houston. Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Texas Tech only got the 42-25 win. That's a like a 2 for me.
I'll give it a 3.
All right. So it's half lit. The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Syracuse versus Minnesota. Minnesota winning 28-20.
It's a 3.
Yeah, it's a 3. Cheez-It Bowl. Ooh, this is a banger. Absolute banger. Winner gets a cheese bath. Cheez-It bath.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma versus Florida State. Florida State winning 35-32.
That was a great game. I watched that game. That's a if that's 2 prominent historic programs going at it, great bowl game. That's a 5.
That's a 5 for Jay Sean right there. That's what that is.
You're not wrong. Shout out Jason.
Full green hits for you, buddy. Enjoy it. Valero Alamo Bowl. Texas versus Washington. Washington winning 27-20. Horns down bad.
I say that's a 5 just because if you know me, you know how I feel about Sark. That's a 5. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's say that one's lightly cornered. Horns down bad.
The horns are down bad.
Oh my God! It's time for the Duke's Mayo Bowl and its beautiful mascot Tubby. This one was between Maryland and NC State, and it's Maryland's head coach that got to take the fucking Mayo bath, winning 16-12. It's a 5 because it's the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and Duke's Mayo is supreme, but it's a 2 everything else.
I'd say it's a 4. But you're right. The Duke's Mayo is supreme. And who doesn't love Tubby?
Yeah. Honestly, I'll give it a 4. Fuck it. Lightly cornered. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Pittsburgh versus UCLA.
Fuck, where did all these bowl names come from? Like, what happened?
Hey, they're great. Oh, okay. Pittsburgh versus UCLA. Pittsburgh won 37-35. That's a 5. No, it's a 4.
That's a 4 just because fuck Pat Narduzzi. He's a jackass.
Yeah, it's a 4. Lightly cornered. Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Notre Dame versus South Carolina. This one's a 10, but also a negative 10. Because fuck Notre Dame, but really fuck South Carolina. Honestly, that should be the Clemson Slayer Gator Bowl.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. I'd say that's a 4.
Yeah. That's lightly cornered. The Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Iowa. Iowa.
You fuck.
I fucked that one up hard. That was CTC me. Ohio versus Wyoming. 30 versus 27. Ohio pulled that one out. That's like a 3.
I'll give it a 4.
Everything about that's pretty mid. I'm gonna say that's fucking half lit. Ooh, worst bowl of them all. No, I'm just kidding. The Capital One all orange bowl. Fucking Tennessee versus Clemson. Fuck Tennessee winning 31-14. Clemson ran 101 plays.
Without Hendon Hooker.
Without him. Yeah, they didn't have a single hooker around them. I mean, that's a fucking 1 for me.
That's a 5 for me. Riley, did you see, speaking of this bowl game, did you see the blimp that flew over the Orange Bowl right before kickoff?
Dude.
Enjoy your bowl game. Love Cox. Love Cox. Love Cox. Love Cox.
And I bet they do.
I mean, it was beautiful. So I say that's a 5. Just because fuck the crackhead Tigers.
Eat a dick. I'm not even that fucked up. All right, Trans Perfect Music City Bowl. Trans is perfect. Iowa 21, Kentucky 0.
That's a 1. Just because if any of you guys have watched Iowa play offense, the fact that they scored 21 and you scored nothing, Kentucky, what the fuck are you doing? That's a 1.
Yeah, I'll give it a torch 2 for me.
That's shameful.
All-State Sugar Bowl, Alabama versus Kansas State. Alabama winning 45-20. Because it's hilarious just how strong Kansas State came out in the first 3 minutes. Hey, Kansas State was winning 10-0 at one point in that game. Yeah, it's like a 3.
Yep.
Pretty mid for me. All right, so we're going to move to the ReliaQuest Bowl, Mississippi State versus Illinois. This one was in Raymond James with the big fucking pirate ship, and they decked it all out for Mike Leach, ripped the pirate. And Mississippi State brought home the win, 19-10. That's a 5 for me.
That's a 5. Did you see their helmets, by the way?
I did. They were pretty sick.
They were awesome. So, once again, rest in peace, Coach Mike Leach.
Also, there's Tubby.
Swing your sword. All right.
Okay. Next is the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Tulane versus USC. Tulane pulling the fucking stunner out.
Dude, they came back.
Yeah, they came on people's backs.
Yeah. That's a 5.
That's a 5. That's a full green. A full green wave.
Just because I'm so sick and tired of fucking Colin Cowherd sucking USC and Lincoln Riley's dick. When I told y'all, I called it. Like, I'm sorry, but I called it. Anyone who knows me knows USC wasn't going to be that great with Lincoln Riley. And I think they proved it. And they're going to get progressively worse and worse and worse because every year at Oklahoma, they regressed a little bit each year. Lincoln Riley doesn't know how to build a program, and he doesn't know how to sustain it. So, good luck, USC. You just lost to fucking Tulane.
Next is the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, which is fucking hilarious. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, what up? LSU 63, Purdue 7.
That's a fucking one.
Crazy. That's a fucking one. Absolutely.
I guess Freeze isn't that good of a coach,
fully
right?
fucking cashed. And then there was the Rose Bowl, which was Penn State versus Utah. Penn State won that.
Yes.
I can't remember the final score. It's not shown here. I don't know why I fucked this website. So, we skipped over a couple if you were paying attention on the screen. First one is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, where TCU played Michigan. And TCU pulled it out, 51-45.
That's a 5.
Honestly, it's a 6.
Yeah.
That one,
No,
this was a green hit with Keith on top.
I think the next one is a 6, honestly.
They're both 6s. Quit ruining my surprises.
You fucker.
Let's get a little fucking TCU versus Michigan love here. Let's get this opening play. Look at this run. Look at this run.
Donovan Edwards.
And not good enough. Just not.
Oh.
Not good enough, man. Yeah. All right. So then the next one is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, we're going to stop and we're going to talk about Big Riley's Bub of the Week. My Bub of the Week is this Georgia motherfucking O-line, dude. So we're going to go from this play.
Full screen it. Yeah, there you go.
Let's watch the center and both of the guards here. Honestly, the entire offensive line, but the center and both guards.
Really the interior.
They really do the fucking work here. So at snap, there's a double team here that completely stifles a nose tackle. The guard has almost completely turned around a player. He just has him completely separated out. And the other guard, same thing. Opposite direction. I mean, beautiful blocking. The double team gets transitioned into 2 single blocks. And there's a pancake here by the center. And because of that, bam. The running back is able just to break a fucking big one and just gets eaten by the turf monster.
He should have scored, bro.
I mean, he should have scored like score was his I don't know, like it was his last name. But
he wasn't touched on that play.
He wasn't. He easily could have scored if he just kept going. So let's watch it one more time. Bam. We'll go full speed for this one. I mean,
Kevin just drives him off the ball, dude.
And one more time for my O-line fans at home. I mean,
watch 7.
He's right here.
Yep.
Just
drive, dude.
4 yards back.
For running,
yeah.
That should be a touchdown.
Absolutely.
That's just... Oh, that pains me.
So then I have this. So we talked about this one. This is just great play design, like as you were saying. Just because they get this bunch formation up to the field here, and then they motion a hot running back, like someone that you got to worry about getting the ball, and like the defense has to worry about because he just had a big run. So pull some eyes, and then they pull a tackle. They have a crack down from an H-back. Just get a really nice edge sealing crack. Pull out the tackle. And fucking... This tackle, man. It looks like he whiffs this block here on the edge. And just turns it into a double block. And Stetson Bennett just walks into the end zone.
He's got wheels.
I mean, the only wheels he has is a fucking Model T. He walked into that fucking end zone with lemonade in his fucking hand. This is a better angle. This is a really good angle of it too. I mean, this tackle just getting out there.
I'm just Riley, go back. Because I know all you guys go back to the wide if you can. There we go. I just want to just point out
1 second.
one more time. So look at the Ohio State linebackers. Look how they're all flowing with the running back, and then you've got the entire line flowing the opposite way. Look how they all cheat over to the running back. You see that, Riley?
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got the tackle pulling, you've got the receiver cracking down. That's what we call crack replace, and that's how the tackle is able to get out on the edge. And then it's just great. It's a great play design. It's great blocking. It's just very well executed.
Bam.
Touchdown.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Georgia definitely fucking earned this, but you know who else earned something? Well, one, CJ Stroud.
He played out of his fucking mind, dude.
He did. And you know what? For as well as he played, as big of a paycheck as Noah Ruggles got from the fucking mafia, I can only assume. For this absolute shankopotamus of a fucking kick. Ooh. Nah, I see what you're saying about the snap. I mean, the snap and hold aren't great.
No, they're not. Like, look, you see how that ball flutters?
Yeah, I saw it. But it's not terrible. It's not so bad to justify that kick. You know? Cuz that's a fucking...
You also have to he's on the far left hash. Like, that is not a, and again, you know, we're going to get to this later. Ohio, that last drive, the last few plays, Ohio State did not help him at all. Like, you've at least got to get the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah, you do. I mean, let's go back and watch this last drive here from them.
So it's 1st and 10. And look, if you notice, damn it, Riley.
I'm going to the fucking actual plays. So, 38 seconds when they start this drive. They have 2 timeouts.
They have 2 timeouts. It's 1st and 10. The ball is on the 42-yard line of Ohio State. CJ Stroud takes off. This is something we hadn't really seen him do most of his career, was take off and run like that.
So now 28 seconds. They're
They
in
don't-
field goal range
Yes, they are in field goal range.
already with 2 timeouts again.
And you notice how the ball is still on the left hash. The ball is on the left hash.
And that woman's excited.
Yes.
So then to get this play.
What?
This is just a replay. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, and it's just a kick. But anyways, so they had 28 seconds. They had 2 timeouts. And now it's 4th and 11. 8 seconds, no timeouts. They just did fucking nothing.
They did nothing. They threw 2 incomplete passes. They almost took a sack to get out of field goal range. And it's just, you know, obviously you are in field goal range, but you've got to do more.
You've got to get to the middle if you can.
You've got to do more to help your kicker if you can. And I mean, they drove down the field in what?
Fucking less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, less than 20 seconds. Their offense had been torching Georgia all day, especially Georgia's secondary. And I mean, that's what you can do. I'm sorry, but Ryan Day, you've got to do better in those crucial moments and in those crucial play calls. Ryan Day did not help Noah Ruggles at all. And that's a 50-yard field goal attempt. That is a hard field goal for any college kicker, especially on the far hash.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't,
But
Ryan at Ohio State, you guys did not do it. And that's why all we can say is, bruh.
true. I mean,
Ryan,
listen, let's take a trip.
Cost Ohio State a chance to go to the national championship.
Let's take one last trip to the Atlanta Zoo, and let's visit the Shankopotamuses.
Not even. And I'm sorry, that's not on the kicker. That's on the coaching staff and Ryan Day. Because you did nothing in those last few plays.
All right, man. Well, let's talk about something fun. So this was
I love this.
part of something that happened on Christmas Day. Obviously, it's now a little bit late, but, like I said, we weren't here on that Christmas week, and please apologize. Forgive us for that.
Riley,
Yes.
you just broke up really fucking bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm back.
I don't
So
know what it was.
we weren't here on Christmas. This happened on Christmas Day, during the Nick presentation of the LA Rams Denver Broncos game. And let's just watch and listen.
Second and long, and the Broncos, and those are the big horsey players, they have the ball, and they're going to see if they can find a way to move it.
Oh, nice.
And so what's happening? Oh, there's Russ Wilson. Oh, no! Oh, that's called an interception.
That's close.
Bobby Wagner. Yeah, that's not what he wanted to cook.
No, I think he burnt whatever he was cooking. Bobby Wagner with the interception.
Oh, man. That's not what he wanted to fucking cook.
I'm sorry, Riley, but anytime you get roasted by Patrick fucking Starr on national TV, you just have to stop. You just have to quit.
You just have to go, bruh.
Oh my God, I laughed my ass off when I first saw it. I still can't stop laughing. Bro. And to be fair, Nathaniel Hackett did get fired right after this game.
So, he couldn't hack it.
Once again, if you get roasted by Patrick Starr on national television,
just quit.
There's no going back. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, man. Well, speaking of roasting people on national television, I think it's time for us to hit a little bit of everyone's other favorite segment.
Bruh.
All right, man. So what's your bruz of the week?
So, the first one, and Riley, I know this is going to hit very close to home to you. Once again, you are a very sad boy this Christmas. The Washington Commanders benching Taylor Heineke.
Captain ODU.
Yes, Captain ODU. Who, by the way, the team has raved about. The locker room has said nothing but great things about. Terry McLaurin. They seem to all love him, and they seem to want to go to war with him and for him every single week. But Ron Rivera may have just caused some massive problems in that locker room because he benched Taylor Heineke for Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz proceeded to go out and throw not one, not two, but 3 interceptions. And Riley, do we have all 3 of those?
Oh, my friend. You better believe we do.
So, Ron Rivera, bruh, what are you doing? All right. So this is the first one?
Yep.
Oh. That's just Bro, he's double covered and you underthrow an out route. Watch that. Run that shit back. Watch. He's trying to throw it here. I mean, Riley, was that not double covered?
Oh, yeah, he's double covered. He's double covered. And honestly, the thing is, it's kind of open just on the deep side.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He underthrew it.
Oh, yeah, he underthrew the shit out of it. I'm just saying for the double covered thing. Like, he is double covered, but, like, it's still open. It wasn't like it was, yeah, it's such an underthrow.
But if you're going to throw that, dude, you know that you've got to
You got to put the piss and vinegar in it.
You've got to drive it, dude. Like,
right.
And that, it's not a horrible decision, but if you're going to throw that, you've got to have perfect ball placement.
Yeah, not a terrible decision, horrible execution.
It's awful execution.
All right, so here's the other one.
Yeah. This is Carson Wentz. Oh, that's just a... Oh, no. That's completely underthrown. Like,
fucking look at him, piece of shit.
I know.
All right.
Run it back.
One more time.
Let's do this. It's just a bad decision because that's perfect coverage for what they're trying to do. They've got a safety. They've got basically a DB over top, and they've got a DB underneath, and that is how you defend that kind of post route. You should not throw that ball. That ball should not be thrown because they've got perfect coverage, and then he underthrows it. Like if you're gonna throw that ball, you've got to be like Aaron Rodgers and
just fucking face
that where only your receiver can get it. And even then, your coach is still probably going to rip you because it's not a good decision. But you cannot underthrow that football.
All right, last one.
Bruh, what the fuck are you doing? All right, Riley. That's just bad. That's just bad, dude.
His face after each one of them pisses me off.
Yeah. Once again, you've got a DB over top, you've got a DB underneath. Riley, that is the definition of a blanket coverage, is it not?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they could have fucking slept nice with their 90s.
I mean, it's just...
It's shit that Taylor Heineke wouldn't be doing right now.
No! I mean, like, I get it, you've got a massive arm, but his problem has always been just poor decision-making.
Yeah, he's got a massive arm and a small brain.
Yep. I mean, once again, that is blanket coverage, and, you can find somebody underneath. I mean, shit, it's fucking 1st and 10. Like, it's not like it's 3rd and 15. You don't have to hit a big fucking play in double coverage.
Also,
what?
Major Tutty.
I hate that. I really hate that. They're just blatantly ripping off the Duke's Mayo mascot, who is also named Tubby.
No, it's Tutty. Washington is Tuddy. Duke's Mayo is Tubby, Tubby.
Well, still.
They turned those BBs to DDs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But still, I don't
look
like
at Major Tutty. Yeah, I also don't like it. I've said this, and I'm going on a record again. The way that the Washington Commanders really could have bought my heart, because the Commanders was my least favorite of all the name options that were at the end there. And, like, I was really just always said, like, the only way they can save it is if the Washington Commanders give me the mascot Commander Washington. And instead of that genius piece of fucking pun wordplay, we get fucking Major Tuddy the Hog. And listen,
Yes.
I'm an offensive line lover, obviously. It's my thing. But fuck, man, we could have made Commander Washington the Hog, not Major Tuddy.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're trying to do. What the fuck is Tuddy?
Touchdown.
Yeah, but that's stupid.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
It's
so
like,
fucking dumb.
I mean, that's Dan Snyder for you.
Yeah, dude. I hope he goes to jail.
And by the way, you guys didn't just lose. You lost to the fucking Cleveland Happy Endings.
Yeah, man. We paid for it.
I bet it didn't so good, did it?
Oh man. All right, bud. Well, let's give a quick NFL Week 17 review slash.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're not done. Sorry, yeah, he's not done.
Oh, you fucker.
I'm sorry. That was aggressive of me.
Yeah. It's okay. You've got CT. I understand.
That only the TTT can cure. Keep going.
All right. So, do you have the Fiesta Bowl play? Do you have it?
Yes. The Fiesta
28.
Bowl.
So this is our other bro. As you guys probably watched, Michigan lost the Fiesta Bowl to the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs. So we saw that huge run by Donovan Edwards. They did not. They didn't get into the end zone. So now it's 4th and goal. There's 10 minutes left in the first quarter. It's 4th and goal. All you have to do is kick a field goal, and you're going to get momentum. Like, you will have scored first. But what Michigan decides to do, Jim Harbaugh decides to run a quote-unquote Philly special on 4th and goal. So let's watch this. This is just so bad, dude. It's so bad.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. All right, so we're going to... Okay, cool. Look, TCU sniffs it out right away, dude. Like, there's...
Oh, yeah, they sniffed it out like a hound dog on a scent.
I mean, there was nothing. And I mean, like, I don't understand. If you're going to go for it, maybe actually, I don't know, maybe run the ball like you've done so well all year instead of doing whatever the fuck this is. This was just a bad play call. It was a bad time to run it. Like, take the points, man. Just take the fucking points. You're gonna be up 3-0 because you don't have Noah Ruggles on your team.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's just and look, all of a sudden that gives TCU huge momentum. And in college football, momentum is everything. So Jim Harbaugh, that 100% a bro moment. That was just so bad. I mean, look, dude, look. TCU, they sniff it out immediately. Like, no one's open. They got 3 dude, they lost 7 yards. They lost 7 yards on that play.
You mean TCU gained 7 yards?
Yes. And once again, TCU gained all of this momentum in the beginning of the first quarter. And that was...
And that's a bro.
Cooking and ran, dude. They were up big on Michigan. So Michigan fought back, but still TCU got the win. So Jim Harbaugh, I'm not saying you would have won, but you would have been up 3-0 and you would have had momentum. So that is a huge bro moment.
Yeah. All right, man. So I'm going to finish it off. So now, sorry. I didn't mean to be so aggressive the first time. But now we're going to move on to a Week 17 review. We're going to look at the playoff picture as it stands right now.
The NFC Beast, dude.
Yeah, the NFC Beast, man. So let's talk about the NFC first.
You're still set.
Yeah. So the ones that have clinched the playoffs are
Yes.
the 13-3 Eagles, the 12-4 49ers, the 12-4 Vikings, the 8-8 Bucks, the 12-4 Cowgirls, and the 9-6-1 New York Giants. There's one team still left, unfit yet, and I mean, the up in the airs here are Seattle, the Lions, and Go Pack Go, with all their love on the bench.
4-8, dude. Like the fact that the Packers and the Lions are still in this thing is insane
Yeah, it really is.
because of how they both started. They both started out 4. So
It's fucking.
What about-
it is
dude?
crazy. For the AFC, our clinchers are the 13-3 Kansas City Chiefs, the 12-3 Buffalo Bills, the 11-4 Bengals, the 10-6 Ravens, and the 10-6 Chargers. Now the up in the airs for the AFC, it's a little bit bigger list. The Jags at 8-8, the Pats at 8-8, the Dolphins at 8-8, and the Steelers at 8-8. Also the Titans at 7-9. All have a chance to make it in the playoffs before the clock strikes midnight.
Yeah, and the Jaguars Titans game, that's gonna be for the division.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And be
that's
for the South.
we lots of fates and a lot of hands, for sure.
And the Bengals and the Bills were playing as we are recording, but the game has currently been postponed and suspended because of Damar Hamlin collapsed on collapsed on the field and needed CPR. So our thoughts and prayers are with him, and we hope that he's able to pull through that.
Yeah, we do have the video of that.
Are we going to show it?
I
Oh,
just
shit.
did.
Yeah, cool. It doesn't look like that bad of a tackle, dude. It looks like a routine tackle.
I mean, that's the problem with these things, man. It's how it always is.
Yep. Oh,
Natty.
I mean,
That's not what any of us want to see, and everybody's around him, and just hope that he's going to be okay. And everybody's around.
Yeah, so needless to say. Prayers, thoughts, everything out to that guy. I mean, that's freaking crazy.
that's scary. Like that
It's
is
so scary.
I mean, just once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to, Damar Hamlin. I'm sorry, Damar Hamlin, and
Yeah.
entire Buffalo Bills organization and community.
Yeah. Well, always got to leave on a sad note because there's no other way to do it. But with that being said, this has been a pretty good episode of the TTT, got to say myself. Senor Preston, Happy New Year. And
Happy
everyone
New-
out there listening, we hope you keep coming back so we can cure all your ailments. This is the TTT, and we got to pack up and peace out. Bye-bye.